Soy kami Colección Gentolea, será tu guía turística por hoy. Les doy la bienvenida a todos a España. Spain, one of the two nations located on the Iberian Peninsula. It has a coastline along the Atlantic Ocean to the north and the Mediterranean Sea to the southeast. The country borders Andorra, France, the tiny British Ocean territory of Gibraltar, UK, Portugal, and Morocco. Spain shares maritime borders with Algeria and Italy. In ancient times, the Iberian Peninsula at the southwestern tip of Europe has been inhabited by various ethnic groups. Iberian tribes moved into the peninsula at some point during the second millennium before Christ, whether from North Africa or Southern Europe, and spread out over a broad area. During the 8th and 9th centuries before Christ, Phoenicians, Greeks, Carthaginians, and a significant number of Celtic immigrants from the Central and Northern Europe entered the peninsula. These highly diversified ethnic stocks of the pre-Roman period constituting the ancestors of the later Spaniards. Disparate societies and the tribal organization of the Iberian inhabitants slowed down the conquest of Hispania by the Romans, lasting from 218 BC to 19 BC. During the 16th century, Spain became the most powerful nation in Europe due to the immense wealth derived from their possessions in Americas. The steady decline of Spanish power in Europe began at the end of 16th century. In the 19th century, Spain suffered the loss of most of its colonies. Flamenco, which UNESCO recently recognized as part of the world's intangible cultural heritage, is a complex art form incorporating poetry, singing, guitar playing, dance, polyrhythmic hand clapping, and finger snapping. It often features the color response known as aleo, a form of hell raising involving hand clapping, foot stomping, and audiences encouraging shouts. Nobody really knows where the term flamenco originated, but all agree that the art form began in southern Spain, Andalusia, and Murcia, but was also shaped by musicians and performers in the Caribbean, Latin America, and Europe. Bienvenide al Alhambra y los Jardines del Generalife, Granada. No matter how much you have read or how many pictures you have seen of Granada's Alhambra palaces, this Moorish pleasure palace will still take your breath away. The Nasrid dynasty's royal palace is the artistic highlight of Spain's Islamic period, when Al-Andalus, as they called Andalusia, represented the epitome of culture and civilization in Europe's Middle Ages. The Alhambra complex includes several buildings, towers, walls, gardens, and a mosque, but it's the indescribably intricate stone carvings, the delicate filigranes, the magnificent tile-lined ceilings, the graceful arcs, and the serene courtyards of the Nasrid Palace that will haunt your dreams. That said, the adjoining palace built for the Emperor Charles V, even in its unfinished state, is the finest example of high Renaissance architecture in Spain. And General Life's terraced gardens offer a peaceful respite from the grandeur and splendid views back at the rest of Alhambra. Bienvenido a Sitios de la Sagrada Familia y Gaudí de Barcelona. The fanciful and outrageous buildings Antoni Gaudí created in Barcelona have become landmarks, the signature attractions of this Catalan city. Foremost is the Sagrada Familia Church, officially the Temple Expiatory de la Sagrada Familia, or the Holy Family Church of the Atonement. One of Europe's most unconventional churches, it is also unfinished, so as you look down from its tower, you can see the work in progress below. Bienvenida a la Gran Mezquita de Córdoba. Cordoba's mosque is one of the largest in the world and the finest achievement of Moorish architecture in Spain. In spite of later alterations that carved out its center to build a Catholic cathedral at its heart, the Great Mosque ranks with the Alhambra in Granada as one of the two most splendid examples of Islamic art and architecture in Western Europe. No matter where you stand or which direction you look, its rows of columns and rounded Moorish arcs line up in symmetrical patterns. Narrow winding streets, small squares, and low whitewashed houses with beautiful patios visible from the street fill the old Juderia around the mosque, a Moorish atmosphere inherited from its past. Gracias por escuchar, queridas invitadas. Adiós.